this second half? I mean, you had a good first half, but somewhat inconsistent at times. It's been pretty much straight through consistency here in the second half. What for you has been the biggest difference overall?
I think there's a few different things, but I think what's relevant tonight as an example is that second inning and getting out of that and being able to bear down and make pitches when I have to. That's huge for me, is getting over those big innings.
What were you able to do in that moment after loading the bases to get through it?
I was just missing a little bit and just settle down, and I had Frazier over there. He's just like, give me the ball, pretty much. Get him a ground ball and just make a pitch. That's what I got to do. I don't got to do anything more than that. Just stay within myself. Sometimes you can get amped up, start rushing, start trying to make yourself better, make your pitches better in those situations. But it's just execute the best pitch you can.
Early on, was the changeup the pitch you felt most comfortable with or had the most command of, and maybe struggling a little bit with fastball command early?
Yeah, definitely. The changeup bailed me out. Really, it was a pitch that was my go-to pitch the whole game. So, that was huge for me.
Steven, from a team standpoint, we've seen you guys bounce back ability, but you had those two tough games against the Phillies, and then the Diamondbacks coming here, a red-hot team. I mean, how do you summon it up and kind of turn things around as quickly as you guys did?
I think just as a group, we don't let the past affect us too much. We just keep going, we keep working, and that's the bottom line. That's all we can control is what we do moving forward, and I think that's what, as a group, we're all doing.
Steve, is that different from other teams you've been on? I mean, you've been on some really good teams, you've been on teams that have struggled. Is the mentality, the ability to come in and treat every day like an individual day something that is unique to this team?
Maybe so. It's tough to say. I know from a personal standpoint, I've learned a lot throughout my career so far, so it's tough to say as a group, though. But I would say, it shows that that's what this team's been able to do.
23 starts in a row, you haven't allowed more than 3 early on. Why do you think you're so well?
That's a good question. I really don't have an answer for you there. I enjoy pitching here. I like pitching at home. We got great fans, great stadium, and.
Do you think the confidence goes up here?
Yeah, I think so. I think, I feel comfortable here. And for me, being comfortable on the mound is a big thing. So that could be a big attribute to that.
Steve, how much are you looking at the standings and the wild card race?
I pay attention to it. I think we all do. It doesn't change what we're trying to do out here, but, we realize we're in a race here, and so we do pay attention to it.
Steve, about how during this hot streak for you, you're really focusing on using your hands a little bit more. Just explain what exactly that means, what you're doing differently now than maybe before.
Yeah, basically in a nutshell, the less hands I use, the more legs I'm going to use, which is fine in a sense. But for me, I'm more of a guy that if I use more of my legs, I'm going to be out in front and lunge more towards the ball. Mm-hmm. So instead of worrying about my feet and where I'm going to be, if I can control my hands while I lunge, I'm going to be in a better position. And then eventually, I'll get back to being squared up, and we saw today, 2 really good bats.
You've had some pretty hot streaks during the season, but right now, with your comfort at the plate, where is this compared to different points throughout the year?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I mean, not in that one streak I had. I mean, I'm not there yet, but I feel like I'm seeing more off-speed pitches better. I'm not feeling at the plate. I'm just attacking balls, and I feel during BP, honestly. When I'm hitting those low line drives and getting on top of baseballs, and not trying to hit a home run every time, and hitting those sky balls, I'm in a good position. Even the ball I popped up to that felt like I was in a good position, just to tick underneath, and that's going to happen. But when my batting practice is going well, confidence level is there, and at the end of the day, you have belief in yourself. You're going to be all right.
Todd, you mentioned maybe a week ago about how you guys need, not just a win, but you need sweeps, and you need a bunch of sweeps.
Yeah.
How important is it to kind of get a little greedy at this time and not be satisfied with just 3 or 4?
100%. I always tell the guys, don't ever beg, but always get greedy, and that's something that I've learned, at a young age. And when you get 2 hits, we're not going to beg for 3. We're going to get greedy and try and get it. So for us, tomorrow's a huge game. Like every game is, but let's not treat it as a sweep. Let's treat it as winning that day, I guess now, because. You see, a couple teams are winning, a couple teams are losing, it's going up and down. So it's that chess match of, not worrying about anything else, but worrying about us winning games. And like I said, that hope is there, but when we win, we can't control anything else. We just got to control what we do.
Todd, we've talked about your resiliency as a team for a while now.
Yeah.
You've been on a lot of teams throughout the course of your career. Is this rare, this group's ability to not let things spiral and to be able to bounce back time after time?
A little bit. I mean, especially when we're facing teams that are right in the thick of things too. I mean, Arizona's 1.5 games out, and we took 3 games. So these teams are few and far between. When you got young guys coming up, wanting to produce no matter what the score is, no matter where we're at, it's really fun to watch, and you just want to jump on board, man. And it's a lot of fun, especially today on 9/11. You think about everybody in the troops. I made a bunch of friends, new friends today, police officers, firefighters, and they gave me a lot of pins and coins, and that stuff goes a long way.
When you come up with the idea to get everybody these custom prints?
Well, originally I wanted to do some hats for us. I wanted to do custom hats with whatever group of first responders that if someone wanted to do FDNY or Port Authority, they had the choice. But unfortunately, there's a lot of red tape with Major League Baseball, and they kind of shot that idea down. And I think it's kind of sad that guys weren't allowed to. I mean, since that day, that the first game back, they kind of shut it down every single year since. I think that's really unfortunate. So a way to kind of get around that was the cleats. For me, it just come from a place where I want to show support, not just to the victims, but the families as well, because no one really knows how deep those emotional scars can be. And living here, just kind of interacting with everybody, I've tried to immerse myself and just kind of the New York living, and I see kind of traces of it every single day, little bits and pieces of it, and I just want to show recognition to all the people who are just heroes, just ordinary people that just felt a sense of urgency and an admirable call of duty. So this is for all those people who lost their lives and all those people that did so much to help. So
you mentioned immersing yourself in this community and paying tribute and honoring heroes, as you said. And this isn't the first time you've done this. You did it during the Home Run Derby as well. Why has that been something that in your rookie year has become and been so important to you?
Because I've just been really thankful and gracious for this opportunity. For me, this season has been an absolute fantasy for me. I just want to give back, and I want to help. And I don't just want to be known as a good baseball player. Hopefully, I want to be known as a good person too. And I just want to recognize, what this day is about. This day. Kind of going about it today. I don't want it to be like a holiday. I want it to be a day of remembrance, and a day of just remembrance and just kind of just everything that happened. It's an awful day, but in order to kind of grow and move on as a country, and especially here as a city in New York. It's not just a New York thing. It's a United States thing. I feel like there are certain little instances that can unite us all, whether you're a Diamondbacks fan, Yankees fan, Mets fan. Like this affects all of us every single day, and it's really important. And it was just a little gift from me to my teammates, and I'm really happy that everyone wore the shoes, because we could have gotten fined for it, but everyone was willing to back up the cause, and it's really awesome. So I'm just really happy that everyone was behind me and stuck with this, and I really hope that the fans, and not just the Mets or the Yankees, but I really hope you don't have to be a baseball fan. I hope that just the general population appreciates this.